A very good afternoon and welcome to UBC Lunchtime News on this Monday, the 29th of September 2025. Now, for those of you that are catching on, today marks the start of the general elections for the campaigns for the general presidential elections for our presidential candidates that met Electoral Commission's requirements to stand for the highest office in the land. But besides that, as always, we will continue doing our mandate to inform, inspire, and educate you. My name is Maureen Babide once again, and welcome to our news. In our first report, preparations for President Museveni's visit to launch his 2026 campaigns at Bukalasa Agricultural Grounds in Luweero are in full gear. By press time, business people in Wobulenzi were seen selling NRM party shirts, caps, badges, flyers, and other items. Take a look.
Andiko no mu Wobulenzi sofa okulaga essanyu lyange n'owa bodaboda olw'okubeera tugenda kyaza omukulembeze waffe Pulezidenti Museveni ekitundu kyaffe ekya Luweero nga kyasiimye bw'aba asinziira okutandika kampeyini ze zigenda omutuusa mu mukulembeze paka 2023. Nze ndi musanyufu ng'omuntu gwa bannange kubanga ng'ababodaboda abadde yatusuulirira naye kati ssefa tutandise naffe okutandika okufuna akamwenyomwenyo. Mukama waffe tukwagaliza buwanguzi bwereere. Emitwalo 3 waloti kate kalina kyekitantwalo tulina obulo tulina biteeteeyi byonna bigenda kumanyika buzeeyi
Thank you so much for that report. Now, considering the changing dynamics in the current job market, local and international, parents and teachers have been called upon to guide youngsters in relation to their different career paths. During a career guidance session held at Central College, Kamuli, various challenges faced by young people after school were highlighted, and the different facilitators blamed it on parents and schools that dropped the gun.
Parents we have today, they are too busy to have time for their children, to guide them on the career path. In most cases, parents always deal with the issue of money. But when you come to schools they are supposed to open the minds of learners on career. But in most cases, we concentrate on guiding and counseling. Those are two different things. The guidance and counseling deals purely on the issue of the discipline. But now the career session, it means that you are nurturing someone to what a person wants to be.
We should continue to advocate for the girl child in line with which career paths they want. We shouldn't predetermine the career paths like it was in the past, that certain courses are not for girls and certain ones are for boys. So in that, when we give them career guidance and encourage them that they can make it and be at the top of the game, then we shall be able to mitigate that issue of diversion of girls' career paths in schools. The parents, please continue encouraging the girl child out there both at home by skilling them and redirecting their thoughts towards education and achieving the best for themselves. How this session has been beneficial to me is first of all getting to know more about the various careers that are out there and how to be presentable enough
I've learned that if I have that passion and I have that self-discovery in myself, I can do it better than how I do it now.
We are just call upon other people to also use those words, because nowadays there are very many people who are not being guided and they are suffering outside there.
Now, in more news, the National Unity Platform has finalized the vetting process for the party's parliamentary flag bearers. Meanwhile, the party's presidential candidate, Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu, has set off for Jinja, where he will launch his 2026 elections manifesto.
For members of Parliament, people power. Our power. People power. Those who have been waiting for the white smoke can now see that it is very soon going to be out.
Candidates who expressed interest in carrying the National Unity Platform flag. We appreciate each and every one of them. Those who have been successful, we want to congratulate them. Those who have not been successful, it is not the end of it all. At the end of the day, we are a family, and whoever carries the flag, we shall just rally behind that person. Mr. President, sir, I want to report to you that whatever we have here has been done diligently and transparently, and these are the best candidates that we have produced to you so far. The entire world, that these results will be posted on our official pages in the evening. That is where you will find them. And like we've always said, may the best candidate win. We couldn't have all of you. We love you so much.
Our power. NUP. Everywhere. NUP. There were so many of you. There are places where we had more than 10 contenders. And like we've always been saying, all of you are good. But this card, the party flag, can only go to one candidate. So congratulations in advance. Like they say, Secretary General has put it, we'll have 2 days to receive those complaints and to process them. Do that with diligence, do that with utmost respect to yourself and your party, but most importantly, with discipline. Everywhere. NUP. Kunga Uganda, kunga. Kunga. Kunga Busoga, kunga. Kunga. Kunga Busoga, kunga. Kunga. Kunga Busoga, kunga. I mean, we are setting off. We are going to embark on a mission to freedom, a long walk to freedom that I am persuaded by the grace of God we are going to return victorious. I want to encourage all of you to be disciplined. Discipline has always been our trademark. Please don't lose it. You will be provoked. You will be challenged. But hold discipline as a weapon, because that is one thing that has helped us.
kyonoyogeranga mukama katonda nakiwuliranga. Fadhili subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Vandalism is an offense punishable by up to 10 years in jail.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort and pride with Royal Form Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Form Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Jinja Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukoto Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using Momo. Dial *165 *80 hash. Select option 2 for school pay. Select option 1 to pay school fees. Enter the student number and amount and approve the transaction. You are now entered a draw to win school fees.
The Office of the President, under the Apex Platform Secretariat, informs government ministries, departments, agencies, development partners, civil society organizations, private sector, academia and the general public that a pre-Apex meeting will be held on 30th September 2025 at Sheraton, Kampala. This high-level dialogue will focus on the performance of the service sector and its impact on growth and employment over the last 15 years, 2010 to 2025, under the theme, Beyond the Numbers, Making the Service Sector Responsive to the Well-being of the Citizenry. Please note, attendance is by invitation. Apex Platform, Managing for Impactful Results.
I'm Father Joseph Muchibi, the Director of Communications and Public Relations, Kampala Archdiocese. Dear people of God, may the mercies of God be with you always. On behalf of His Grace, Posemo Gerere, the Archbishop of Kampala, I convey warm and Christian greetings to the general public. Lubaga Cathedral, the seat of the esteemed Archdiocese, has made a centenary jubilee since her consecration in 1925. This is a sign of God's presence and mercy among His people. The centenary celebrations will take place on October 26, 2025, and will be guided by the theme, The Temple of God is Sacred, and you are the temple. The Most Reverend Posemo Gerere implores all people of God and goodwill to pray and generously contribute towards the preparation, faithful and successful celebrations of this sacred memorial event. For financial support, use Centenary Bank, account number 31 00 11 71 79. In the name Lubaga Cathedral at 100 years. May God bless your generosity as you donate.
Welcome back. Now, the Director of Women Affairs in the UPDF, Brigadier Charity Bainababo, has urged candidates preparing for final exams to embrace discipline and focus. The call was made during the Uganda National Students Association annual general meeting at Nabisunsa Girls School, which brought together delegates from schools across Kampala's 5 divisions for a day of inspiration. The session also featured Colonel Emi Katabazi, the former Deputy Director General of ISO, who rallied student leaders to strengthen unity, promote dialogue and nurture a culture of responsible leadership. Delegates presented reports highlighting key milestones, including the creation of student councils, successful mobilization drives in schools, participation in national youth councils, and leadership training programs. The meeting closed with a resounding message: patriotism begins with students taking charge of their future, serving their communities, and loving their country. We have a report.
Because who are we if we do not love our country? There's a school, I think, of the Seventh-day Adventists who sang about love for their country. And you know I know how to sing. I could sing for you. It means representing Uganda with pride at the global stage. Whether you're a student studying abroad, a professional, or a diplomat, you must always represent Uganda. You are because you are. So this Ubuntu ideology or philosophy is what we ride on as Africans. So a patriot must not segregate against other people because you need them. Why do you need them? Why do we need each other?
Is to encourage you to study, that when with that knowledge, when you look at society, you will say, these people are like this. Therefore, this is a solution I can volunteer or give in society. So leadership is not taught like mathematics, 1 plus 1 is equal to what? Huh? We have the humility to listen, to learn, to train. Because the challenges are manifesting every day. So this executive of Kampala, after they were voted, I don't know if it was here, I don't remember where, Eagle Nest, they came, made an appointment with me, and they didn't ask me for money, although that guy gave them.
Leaders about patriotism, because patriotism, it is the love for their country. 2, where they are serving, it is a nursery bed, which nurtures them into the main garden of leadership. Because it is Uganda National Students Association that produces the National Youth Council, whereby for National Youth Council they have the elections on 30th, this very month, and Uganda National Students Association will be represented. We have already 4 delegates, and every district we have two delegates who will vote for youth members of parliament in the general elections. So it is very important, since it is a nursery bed for young leaders, to understand one, the history of their country, to be patriotic. Because if you are not patriotic, patriotism starts with you. Before you love your country, you have to first love yourself. Then before you love your country. If you don't have the love for yourself, there is no you can love your country.
In terms of ideology, in terms of philosophy, so that at the end of it all, they become good leaders. Now, when we organize such functions or such conferences, we invite very classic but also experienced leaders within the country, and sometimes we even invite from outside the country. You saw one time we were in Makerere University and we invited Jakaya Kikwete, the former president. We also invited this African speaker, Lumumba.
But in every leader's integrity, at village level, at classrooms, in any offices attained, when leaders are integral, they earn the trust of people, and trust creates influence.
Now, still in the central region, court in Nachifuma has remanded a one Nama Silva Umoja on allegations of kidnapping 4 school guards and stealing items. Umoja, together with his lawyer Ntale Beka Musolo, were before Nachifuma magistrate Bukina Moses.
You robbed Mundu Emmanuel of cash. You are again both charged with the offense of aggravated robbery, contrary to section 266 and 267(1)(b and 2 of the Penal Code Act. The particulars being that the 2 of you and others still at large on the 5th of September 2025 at Katega village in Mukono district, you robbed Ochen Walter of cash 150,000 Ugandan shillings, maize flour, a Techno mobile phone, Pop 10, gumboots all valued at approximately 631,000 shillings, and that all immediately before or after the time of the said robbery. You threatened to use deadly weapons, which were guns, and a knife on the said Ochen Walter.
Ate abaali ba donors ne baagala okweddiza essomero kati lwe lutalo lwe tuliko kati nti guno si gwe mulundi ogusoose Umoja Silver okusibibwa era bamujeetekako emisango omwaka gwa 2023 kooti n'emala ne ba withdrawing omusango ogwo DPP n'alaba nga tewali musango ne bamala ne bamuloopa mu kooti ya wansi nga bamuloopa criminal trespass nga baagala kutwala ttaka lye bo bennyini ne bajjayo omusango ate era ne bavaawo kati tuli mu kooti high court e Mukono era nga bataddeyo bagamba nti waliwo breach of contract nga bataddeyo omusango baagala either mukulu Umoja baliirire oba batwale ettaka lye naye ekyo kye kyabamalidde n'okumuggalira wabweru w'essomero lye lyazimba tekyabamalidde nti baasazeeko okumuteekako gino emisango egya naggomola.
They removed the phones, they removed the money, they took even our food in the thing in the store right there. They packed in their vehicle, they went with it. Manuel, I'm the one of the worker of Mountain Kalemba. At the time Umoja came with the group and they come and they captured us, it beat us, took us Kampala. From there they took us Kampala, they brought us again up to the other side of...
Abducted our security guards, night watchmen. They abducted them, beat them up, took them, vandalized the place, stole food, posho, rice, beans, took them from on allegations that the children were not safe and there were land wrangles.
Now, in a new development, sex workers in Kampala division are complaining over President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni's recent initiative to form SACCOs specifically for them. The women argue that similar government projects in the past have failed to directly benefit them. The concerns were raised during a community meeting organized by the Office of the Presidential Assistant on Service Delivery, Yiga Chisachamukama.
Has come before you as the youth for proper and well usage of our money. Another thing, I've also acquired some money that has enabled me to get my business or the farm on a large scale, whereby I started with a little amount of money. So now I'm growing huge and it's on a large scale as now.
Saving. Never remember to attend a saving now. First, Corona saving in the 12 years. The 12 savings a chitono, saving a mitwaro, Atano Muena, Atano, to savings a chinene to a mitwaro sound, Kaka Muetano, Kaka Munana, to saving up, saving up with a sour. Cafe, Chivina Chafe Chineno, Gavin de China Mabashala Navami, Tuli Abantu, Quatandika, Umako Guede, Wutia Ferina, Abantu Makumia Village. Now look want to again to saving here for the Dwaitam, possible of Wanga twice, 12 Magundi centers of Feranga, 12 Musino Sigandavanja, the Chamas of Neve Yongeram or Wunji, abam ne tubasala na kusaji. Ila team up tukiza kula na bantu makumi asatu. Nefu tuli bantu makumi ana. Saving here for the Dwaitam, possible of Wanga twice, 12 Magundi centers of Feranga, 12 Musino Sigandavanja. Chama za watu nebe yongera bungi abamu ne tubasalako na busazi era tiimu apo etukkiriza kubeera n'abantu 30 neffe tuli mu bantu 40 naye ng'era abamu baali bakyajja nga bakyalaga ntubagamba no soke mulabe nga mu mwaka gye tuna tupafominzeemu kubanga.
Now, in a bid to strengthen Uganda's fight against climate change and promote sustainable environmental conservation, a high-level training has been conducted for district environmental officers in Fort Portal. The initiative, spearheaded by the Environment for Development Uganda, focuses on environmental valuation, accounting, evaluation, climate change mitigation, and adaptation.
As EFD, we found out that there is a gap amongst environmental experts at local governments and environmental practitioners. We came up with capacity building programs where we train them in environmental evaluation, natural resource accounting, environmental valuation, and climate change issues.
So we are doing our best as a local government to maintain the environment, to maintain those wetlands around the city so that our city can move very well in terms of environment.
In the aspect of environment, as a city we really have great concern of environmental degradation, and when people or our workers are equipped with the necessary information, it means they will be able to do what is expected of them even much better.
We have linked them with the Ministry of Finance to understand the value of nature so that we can increase the budget allocation, especially now that we are talking about tenfold growth. Our MDP for now, these ATMs you are here, agriculture transform, agriculture industrialization, tourism, mineral and science, are largely backed by.
Thank you so much for those reports, and that brings us to the end of our bulletin this afternoon. Now, keep an eye out for the President's manifesto that will be taking place at Peak Resort Munyonyo. But for now, up next is The Score. My name is Maureen Babidi. Good afternoon.
UBC, inspiring Uganda. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Chromium capsules, plant